Hi, my name's Harry Reid, and before we do anything, make sure you like and subscribe. Let's go. Look, I know that whenever a major franchise announcement drops, you look at the news, you look at the movie news space, you see these guys asking, why is this film getting made? And I have to say, because why the hell not? Since when does high octane, explosive action movie need a permission slip to exist? The original franchise was built on pure entertainment, nostalgia, and heavy firepower. The guy's got 4 movies to blow stuff up. I want to see the elite female operatives do the same thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I love the idea. I love the draft. I love looking at the chessboard of action cinema, looking at the stats and building the ultimate dream team just for the pure love of the game. And right now we have a massive reason to speculate. So the news just broke out of Cannes. The Expendabelles is officially back from the dead. Now, originally, it was meant to be Gina Carano about 15 years ago, I believe. Lionsgate is back in it, and here's the absolute best part. They are pitching it as a late 1990s prequel set during the height of the Y2K geopolitical tension. This era is genius. It's a time before smartphones and automated drone strikes. It's the era of raw tactical radios, floppy disks, night vision, gritty close quarters combat, and supposedly the secret blueprint for the Expendables program. Although I do kind of hope that gets changed. I'll get into that. So how do you cast a late 90s tactical unit that actually commands respect? You don't just throw famous names at the wall. You look at the who's, the what's, the whys, the when's, the how's. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to break this down into sections. First up, we've got the honorable mentions before we hit our main team. And some of these are titans of the action genre. So obviously, we've got Sigourney Weaver, Mila Jovovich. They've got legendary action stats. They're royalty. But for this specific prequel, we're going a different way. Hear me out. So we're going to look at a lethal chemistry of nostalgic icons, modern elite martial artists, and terrifying real enforcers. Let's meet the team. Okay, so first up is the Legacy Command, the Stallone, the Schwarzenegger tier. That's what we're going to call it. First up, first person I think you need to cast is Stallone himself. Slap a wig on him. We'll pretend we don't know any different, and we could just move on. It's like if they do a modern Home Alone, it has to be Macaulay Culkin playing 10, and we'll just act like nothing else has changed. We'll just be like, this is it. What a 10-year-old looks like. No. Every Expendables movie needs its foundational pillars. Enter Linda Hamilton, Michelle Yeoh. Hamilton brings the ultimate battle-hardened, chain-smoking 90s grit. Yeoh brings absolute martial arts royalty, alongside nerd culture icons like Lucy Lawless from Xena, Ming-Na Wen from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the current Mandoverse. These are your veteran field, the old guard. I want to both all fully capable of throwing down, badass on-screen presence. And I'm also going to throw in Ivana Milasivek. If you've seen Banshee, you know exactly why she's on this list. She brings a raw, cold, tactical grit that is absolute poetry in motion. Think back to the end of Banshee Season 1 when she fights Rabbit's right-hand man. She's outmatched. She's outstrength. That's a big dude. And she doesn't beat him through, I can just fight better. She gets her ass handed to her. She is low-key Hulk smashed left, right, left, right. She beats him because she's meaner and she's willing to go to a much darker place. And she's relentless. Throughout all 4 seasons of Banshee, she does nothing but prove why she was cast. She is incredible. And if you haven't watched Banshee, it's one of the top shows that you haven't seen. If that makes sense, it is because it's one of the best, but it didn't get the love at the time that it deserved. Tier 2, the modern elite, the Stathams. Okay, let's go. Ana de Armas is absolute centerpiece here. Her 10 minutes in the Bond universe out-actioned most full-length action films at the time. She's highly agile, fluid, and tactical. If you've seen Ballerina, you know she can do action better than almost anyone else on the planet. Ana de Armas is incredible. Not just that, but she worked with Taran Tactical to work on her gun, on her firearm skills as well. And if you've seen any of them clips, you know how hard she worked to make sure that every second on screen counted. Now, for the deep cut action fans, Julie Estelle, if you've seen The Raid 2, you know her as Hammer Girl. Putting her in a Hollywood blockbuster pays the exact kind of respect to global martial arts cinema that the franchise is built on. If Ana de Armas is the high-speed scalpel, Julie Estelle is the raw bone-breaking hammer. Combine them with the physical fluidity of Sofia Boutella, you're looking at box office gold. I also want to throw in Zoe Saldana and Rebecca Ferguson, because next up on that list is Danai Gurira, starting out in The Walking Dead with incredible, sword skills. But not just that, the woman can act. She is one of the best actresses on the planet. And she has proven that time and time again in Black Panther, obviously the second one. You know, if she pops up, she's going to smash it. You know it. And in that same tier, I'm also going to throw in Karen Gillan. Again, I know I'm pulling from Marvel a little bit here. She can throw down, she can throw one-liners. She's got amazing comedic timing, but her action skills on screen are impeccable. It's as simple as that. Okay, tier 3, the Randy Coop. To make the violence feel real, you need real fighters. Gina Carano is a mandatory here. She was the original blueprint for the female MMA crossover. But then we've got to bring in the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Valentina Shevchenko. She has this icy cold intensity. She doesn't need to give a 5-minute monologue. Her throwing a spinning back kick, big elbows, that's all you need. We're going to go a little younger and the new blood recruits, we're going to go Mackenzie Dern and Macy Barber. Both bring world-class jiu-jitsu prestige. Macy Barber brings raw, hyper-aggressive elbows, knees, violence. Both absolute badasses in the octagon, and I think having that combination on screen could be dynamic. Now, I also want to talk about a few honourable mentions on the team that don't have to necessarily be fighters. Viola Davis has proven that she can do action. Again, phenomenal talent as an actress. But you've seen The Woman King, you know the woman can throw down and she can get jacked for a role. Scary jacked. Deborah Ann Wall, I'm also going to throw in because, come on. But she looks badass with a gun. Just going to throw it out there. She's done amazing on Daredevil, but it's called Daredevil. It's not called Karen Page. And she isn't always given a great deal to do, but when she does, she makes every single second count. And I feel like we're rolling with it. So who's the villain? Most generic action movies give you a scowling male warlord or a standard femme fatale. It's boring. We've done it. Let's mix things up. I'm going with Olivia Colman. Hear me out. Coleman has an unmatched gift for wearing a heart on her sleeve. She is a heartwarming, comforting, down-to-earth presence. Now you turn that into a weapon. She plays a polite, smiling Y2K era tech tycoon or a corrupt intelligence operative. She looks like a comforting figure right up until she politely orders the execution of a team while sipping a cup of tea. That contrast I think, could be incredible. Now, let's be honest, she's not getting into a fist fight with any of these women. So, we need a henchman. Martin Ford, a triple stacked fridge of a man, 6'8", 300 pounds of pure muscle. If you've seen Mortal Kombat 2, the man can do action. He is a wall. It would be interesting to see, because let's be honest, most modern action movies have a 130-pound protagonist punching out a giant. But the brutal truth is Martin Ford clears that room. pretty quickly. He's running through that room like a freight train. But having the Expendabelles having to coordinate like a real team and use different maneuvers could be really interesting. I think you need a badass presence like that. What I don't want to see is just a generic villain. I want to see them come up against something different. Let's do something different. Look, I know Ballerina didn't do too well, but it was great. Furiosa didn't do too well, but again, it was great. And if anyone asks, why is this movie going to be made? Just tell them it's going to be awesome. It's as simple as that. Anyway, what's your guys' pick? Who do you want to see in this lineup? Do you care about this film? Are you interested in it? Me personally, I love it. I am super excited. Give me a badass action movie on any day, and I'm already sold. I'm in, fully invested. But what I want to know is your opinion. Who do you want to see? Who have you got? Let me know down below. Please like and comment, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Take care.